How you doing? I'm Rou.
I'm Rob, we're half events at Shikari.
And you're watching Kerrang podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Kerrang podcast. Here I'm with Rou and Rob from Shikari. You're just about to release a flash flood of colour. And literally minutes ago was the first time you've seen it in the flesh.
Yeah.
So what are your initial reactions to the artwork? You happy with it?
Definitely, yeah.
Feels nice, looks nice texture and contrast.
Yeah, I like the, it's got quite a start, it kind of makes me want to rub it on my cheek.
It does feel very
When I was a little kid I used to have this soft sort of bit of cloth that I'd always tuck my thumb and rub on my cheek and on my face, and since then, anytime I ever see something nice and soft I just want to sort of rub it on my face.
When did you swap the blanket for the drumsticks? Or do you kind of combine both?
Yeah, I was just sucking a drumstick and rubbing a cloth over my face. No, I think it was about... I have no idea. When do you start sort of carrying around the safety blanket thing?
I've still got my own
Can't be too safe these days.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you take anything you can get in this cruel world. So you made the album in Thailand. Could you recap your experiences there? Because it was on the cover of Kerrang a little while ago.
Yeah, well we were very lucky to go into a state-of-the-art incredible studio in the middle of just like a jungle. It was much better than we have ever deserved.
How many times was the word jungleism muttered in the studio?
Jungleism.
None actually, I don't think.
What?
That's the first time I called it a jungle actually. It was more of a forest.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't really a jungle. It's not like we had to trek 3 hours to get to the
breakdown
yeah.
Vietnam films.
It was awesome though. It was basically recording an album in paradise. The weather was gorgeous.
Apart from the typhoons.
yeah. It was the start of the rainy season, but it was fun though.
Yeah.
Like, they had these mad storms at one point where the rain, it was almost just like there was like a bath in the sky. There was just so much water in the sky. But the one problem was that when it rained too much, it made all the sewage sort of rise up, so it just stank of everyone's shit.
Nice.
But that,
inspiring.
Yeah.
You don't read about that.
But other than that's like the one problem. Other than that, it was amazing. It's a state-of-the-art studio. Fantastic people working there, working around us and with us. It was great. It was everything we could possibly ask for.
Is it hard concentrating on such an important thing like an album if you're kind of recording in
Funnily enough, no. Right? Like, everyone said that to us. Like, how did you ever concentrate? But I mean, to be honest, everything was set up just for us to focus so much on the album. There were absolutely no distractions around. You wake up because the rooms are in the studio, so you wake up, get up, have breakfast, it's made for you, all the meals are made for you, you don't even have to think about anything other than the album. And it was just brilliant to get away and focus solely on that, and to be honest, like, that's the most exciting thing that we could have been doing anyway, and so it's not like we ever wanted to really go out and sort of run around Thailand or whatever people do when they get to Thailand. Go see some ladyboys or anything. But so it was actually really easy.
Fantastic. We've heard, Snake Pit came out, or Snake Pit, Arguing with the Moment is out on YouTube. What kind of tracks are you going to start eking out towards? I mean, the album's out on 17th. But is there going to be 16th? America, man.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's the sort of next single you're going to kind of push following the album's release?
We still haven't decided. We're starting an argument between, there's like, I don't know, like 3-4 songs that have been put forward. And I don't know,
we've got a video for Arguing with Thermometers that hasn't been let loose yet. That comes out on the 17th.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Arguing with Thermometers. There you go.
But on Monday you're playing at the Borderline. It's going to be quite hot. Are you going to kind of concentrate on the new album because it's an album launch party, or are you going to just kind of do a best of?
Well, we made a set that was mainly the new album with some classics in there. But I don't think we've practiced it enough. So sorry.
Well, that's is that a sample from the album? Yeah, I mean, when was the last time you played such a small show like that? Because you've done like Game Walls last year and things, but Borderline's even smaller.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can remember playing the Borderline. When was that? 3 years ago? Maybe? I don't know, yeah. But it's going to be surreal.
Will there be clambering?
I'm sure there'll be
I hope so.
plenty of clambering.
I mean, the stage is really quite short. It's only like a foot high or something, isn't it? I'm pretty sure last time we played there that a lot of the audience just ended up on the stage. And I remember one kid just sitting, like, leaning up against my kick drum. So, mate, get off! What are you doing? Go jump in the crowd.
Just give us my blanket back.
That's the worst thing when, like, I mean, it's all good when an audience come up on stage and party with us, but then when there's so many of them and they're falling over my drum kit and breaking it all, and my kick drum splits in 2 pieces, and trying to hit a cymbal, it's going dum 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 because someone's sort of leaning over it.
Yeah.
It's a bit frustrating.
Yeah. Well, I'll try and do my best and just lean on one of your cymbals.
Cool.
In the album artwork, there's a website mentioned called the Zeitgeist movement. Could you tell us a bit about what it is and why you've included it as part of the artwork?
Well, it's probably the biggest lyrical influence. It's a movement for basically a complete redesign of society to be sustainable. Nothing really fundamentally the way we go about anything is sustainable with the current system. So it's kind of really what most of the album's about, like just stepping out, getting some perspective, thinking about things objectively, and finding out how we can get rid of this paralysing system that we have.
When did you first discover the Zeitgeist movement?
God, it was when the first film came out. It must have been a good 5-6 years ago.
Alright.
And like, it was at that point when I first saw it, it just completely sort of flipped me over. Everything I knew, or I thought I knew about the world, it's completely turned on its head and really sort of opened my eyes. And then since then, the 2 films that have come out since then have just jumped so far forward. Even like from that first one, the first film is no longer really relevant to it. It's just a whole sort of new understanding of the world and the people that we are, and society and the world we live in. It's just
excellent to check that out.
Definitely.
And finally, March, you're starting a big tour. You're taking out Young Guns. I mean, what's that tour going to be like? I mean, is it going to be, production-wise, will it be the
massive?
Yeah.
It's probably going to be one of the biggest productions that we've ever had out. If not, actually, it's going to be the biggest production we've ever had out.
We've been sorting out the lighting this week. Actually, there's a few sort of ideas and paths to go down lighting-wise, and they're all really, really good.
Yeah.
Really excited.
Is it guaranteed to scorch people's retinas?
Oh god,
yeah. I thought so. We're going to have trouble playing. We're just going to want to stand back and watch the lighting. But
people are going to come out blind.
Yeah.
Blind and deaf by this extra subs that we're bringing in.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, with a tour like that, do you kind of have to start planning like about 2 months in advance before you take it out?
Probably should.
Right.
I mean, everything with our band it seems so disorganised, and it just sort of gets there in the end in some form or another, and I'm sure that'll be the way that this tour runs as well.
Brilliant. So what will you be doing between right now and the first day of the UK tour, apart from the Borderline?
Well, we've got our next sort of tour is going to be Australia, where we're doing Soundwave Festival in February.
I've heard that's great.
But we're jumping to Tokyo to do a one-off show there. And then Soundwave, which is awesome. We did it.
You get flown between each venue, don't you? Generally.
Yeah,
Because it's so far apart.
There's a lot of days off, a lot of time just to chill out on the beach, and obviously it's our winter, but it's their summer.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I'm sure I've seen pictures of you all with koalas. At the
Rory had a koala. I didn't go with them. I wish I had done.
I think I poked a snake.
Yeah.
That was about my limit. Really.
They
look like scratchy buggers.
They got that big sort of pokey nose that you just like. Looks like a soft leather pad or something like this. Yeah.
You can tap it with a drumstick and see it's like a chaos pad or something.
Rub it on your face.
Yeah. Brilliant. Well, have an amazing time on Monday. Enjoy Australia and Japan, and we'll catch up with you in March.
Thank you.
Cheers.
This Wednesday, Rou is on the cover of Kerrang with a few other artists plugging the new album, telling people what to expect. So pick it up then.
Okay.
Bye.